Now let's get a little bit more to the technical side of things, the poker strategy. It also really depends on your skill level. If you're absolutely new, I would not immediately jump into, okay, I make the decision to go pro, play a little bit, check out some content, try to learn a little bit, just play on the side, see if it's something for you. I've seen that also quite often where poker players would immediately sign up for, like a long subscription, investing a lot into poker content, just to realize after 3 months, oh my God, this is actually nothing for me. Right? If you've been playing poker on the side, you can really imagine, hey, I want to do this. This is my dream. I want to do this for a living. Then go. So speaking about the software, you want to have a Poker Tracker 4, Hold'em Manager 2, or Hand to Note, great tools. I think it's a necessity for you if you want to become pro, that you have a tracker program where you can see your results. You have some basic stats on your opponents. Again, I'm not going to get too deep into you, but if you want to create some sort of checklist, this is supposed to be on your checklist. Then some basic calculation tools. I highly recommend Power Equilab, where you can run some basic equity calculations, work with ranges. That's also a great tool. And then an ICM program, either Hold'em Resource Calculator or ICmizer. We also have discounts for that. Actually, we only have discounts for that, so we're able to also help you out there. Just check the description for ICmizer 2 or Hold'em Resource Calculator. These are the tools that you need to analyze then later on ICM spots, short stack spots, where you can calculate all-in spots, calling all-in spots, rejamming. This is a necessity. I think these three as a basic are enough for now for low stakes and mid stakes. And then later on, once you start doing well on lower stakes, let's say up to $10 limits, and you clearly win on these limits and you make consistent money on a monthly basis, you can start investing into a solver tool, something like Simple Preflop, Postflop, Pyro Solver, Monka Solver, where you can start doing some GTO studying. Of course, it's also up to you. There's great content out there if you want to invest into a course. It really takes you at hand from preflop to postflop, heads up, different stages. I mean, I can highly recommend the Turn Masterclass here, where you will learn a lot. Or if you don't like my face, or you think I'm not good enough, but I beat NL2 on stream, so I think I'm able to tell you exactly what you need once I've proven that I can win on NL2. All jokes aside, so I think it's whatever works for you, the way you learn, that you either just you try it on your own. But if you try it on your own, I would highly recommend that you connect with poker players. You can join our Discord, say hi to the community, introduce yourself and your journey, try to connect with poker players, read to some posts on our Discord when people are posting hands, and try to give feedback. Even if you just started, it's totally cool, man. Like, nobody's going to attack you. We have a very positive and supportive environment there. And then also start reaching out to people. Maybe you start building studying groups. Don't be alone on this journey. This is the biggest mistake you can do. Maybe I should have mentioned it at the beginning, but I would consider this more on the strategic side of things, where you can learn from others. Now at the beginning, you might feel a little bit shy. Hey, but this is where jump into the cold water, try to engage with other people around poker, try to really build your army around poker players and being able to connect with like-minded people. That's so key. That's so important. I mean, there are thousands of videos of successful poker players also preaching that. I remember Fedor Holz has been also emphasizing on the fact how important it was to have like-minded people in his life. And I'm pretty sure there are also a lot of poker players who have shared or reported a similar experience. I would not necessarily try to consume too much poker content. I would stick with, let's say, a one poker content creator, if it's with me or who else. Try to really soak up what he's trying to teach, either in his free stuff, YouTube videos, or if you want to sign up for a course or subscription-based model. I think the most important thing is you want to sign up for something where someone is explaining you something. I would not just only rely on software and programs. If you, for example, look up something in Pyro Solver, you only see the results. It's like, remember you were in school in math and you had a teacher, even though you probably didn't get it, but we didn't like it, right? So in poker, it's different. We like poker, so we are happy to listen to someone that is explaining us things. But imagine you would sit in school, in class, and you would have math, and you would only see the results, right? There's like the teacher would come, give you all the solutions, and he's not explaining you how to get there. you have no chance. Like a lot of us sucked in math anyway. It was really hard, but it at least helped that there was someone explaining us, okay, the why. We would just need to sit down. We just didn't want to sit down and study at home because we hated math, or at least a lot of us. So this is very important when it comes to poker content, that you have someone either in your circle of friends, where you can have consistently reviews and they explain you stuff, or you have a course or anything where you have someone that's explaining you the why behind. That's why Impaired, again, it's not supposed to be a sales pitch, but this is what I believe in. And of course, this is what I stand up for and say, hey, you need this shit. You need to have someone that is telling you the why, is explaining you the reasons why we want to bluff here, why we don't want to bluff there. Why is this a low frequency bluff? Why is this a high frequency bluff? Why do we want to open raise these hands and call against a 3-bet? Why we do something here, but we're not doing it there? What the fuck? What is happening? It's almost the identical spots, but maybe different stack size, right? So this is where I really, really, really have to emphasize on the fact that you want to have someone. That's why I do it Impaired. If you do a quiz, you will either see a written explanation why we do something, or a couple of months ago we also started just adding only videos where you see my shit face explaining the spots in depth. This is how you learn, not just by going through the solutions and not getting why we want to do certain things. This can be misleading, this can be very confusing, and yeah, very often also poker is not like in a theory. So in the real world, people are not folding as much as the solver wants to fold. So you keep doing stupid bluffs on low stakes and mid stakes, and then I get your stupid message on Instagram, oh, Ben CB, they're not respecting my raises. Well, you idiot, then stop bluffing and maybe start learning the game and start understanding the why behind stuff. And then you will also understand that, yeah, you probably just don't bluff on lower stakes as much as you do. It's not about playing cool and making these crazy bluffs as they do on high stakes and highlight videos, like literally in highlight videos, and you try to play as cool as they are and you think that's the way it works. No, it does not. Poker is boring. We want to play a boring, simple, straightforward way that will generate you the most money. All right, enough of a rant. This is what I would consider very, very important in the strategic side of things. A few solvers, or not solvers, but a few mandatory programs that are very important. And last but